Hey there, Erin Bradley here. Super cool day for me because I'm going to be introducing you to one of my best and longtime friends, Britt Nemeth, who is a phenomenal photographer. We go way back to pretty much very close to the beginning of both of our entrepreneurial journeys, and we've been a little bit of partners in crime on that journey back from the day to the beginning of the trying to get everything going to where we are today. And so I think you're going to learn a lot from her. I think you'll love her images if you ever need a photographer, and I can't wait to introduce you to her. So let's not wait another second. I'm Erin Bradley, a mortgage consultant who spent the last 10 years building a tribe of amazing entrepreneurs to better serve my network. This is the story of their journey on the road to success. So we have old friend of mine, Britt Nemeth, here today, and Britt is an amazing photographer and a really old friend. She actually grew up with my husband, and when she moved to Denver, she was actually living in my basement for a little while. We helped her learn to love cats, so that was a pretty amazing thing that's happened. And no, the cool thing about it was instant synergy with the two of us because we were both kind of in those early struggling years of being 100% commission income and trying to navigate all the things you can try to do as an entrepreneur to grow your business. And it's just always a bit of a journey. So I'm really excited to have Britt on to share her story and also just for you to get to know her and her amazing skills as a photographer and entrepreneur. Anyway, let's just go ahead and let Britt start talking since I clearly cannot. Britt, tell me a little bit about how you got started in photography and just kind of your journey along the way, because I know you've dabbled in a lot of different types of photography. I mean, you shot my family at one point and you shot my professional photos at another point. So I know there's been a little journey there. So tell us a little bit about it.
Yes, so it actually started when I graduated high school. I got my first SLR camera. My parents bought it for me, and I started shooting bands immediately. So I was doing like live band shots as well as like press shots for bands.
Yeah.
So it was like literally straight off high school. I was making money. So I guess you could say that's the start of being a professional photographer.
Yeah, cool.
And then after that, after college, I started doing like wedding photography and shot hundreds of weddings out in Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
Yep.
Very fun place.
Home sweet home.
Yep, with the horses and everything. Yep. So, yeah, it's kind of just evolved from there over the years.
Cool. Yeah. And then when you got out to Colorado back in 08, I mean, you were basically starting from scratch because you were in a brand new market, starting over, which, by the way, a lot of people go through that. I mean, we always start a journey, and it often goes like this, you know? It's like you're just trying to figure it out. It's just kind of up and down and plateaus. So, you know, what was it like coming out here, starting over, and what did you do to get started fresh when you came out here?
So when I first started out here, you know, actually it was a lot of help with you and Tony and the people that you guys knew. So I did a lot of families and more like portraits, also weddings. It was ironic. I actually did like more weddings out east than I had ever done.
Yeah.
When I lived, well, except that time in Lancaster.
Oh, right, because you were traveling back.
Because I kept flying back, and so I could travel anywhere for work. So I kind of
Philly did not want to let you go.
I did not want to let that go for sure.
Cool.
Yeah.
So where are you at now with your business? I mean, there was a time where you were doing a lot of real estate photography, right? Like architectural shots and stuff like that. Are you still doing some of that?
Yeah, so it's kind of a little bit of architectural real estate photography on the commercial and residential side, as well as branding photography for small businesses.
Okay, awesome. And I mean, I know we're going to get to this later, but what's your website? Because I feel like whenever people hear like, oh, cool, architectural, commercial, residential, and branding, they're going to instantly run to your website and see your amazing artwork, which
so it's
is incredible.
www.brittnemeth.com. So that's BRITTNEMETH photo.com. Did I say that?
You missed the photo the first time, but you got it now. So
I have both, and so
we're gonna write it out anyway, and everyone will be able to find you on my blog, so that's perfect.
Perfect.
Okay, cool. So obviously you've dabbled in a lot of different parts of photography. So what's been your favorite thing about, number one, being a photographer, and what's your favorite subject so far? Do you think?
Ooh, that's a juicy one.
I know, because you've done festivals and you've done also retail stuff, right?
Yeah, so I've done products, I've done festivals, events, merchandise, you name it. Honestly, I think it's the creativity with all of it. So no matter what I'm shooting, whether it's like a house or a person or a brand or a product, like there's a life within those people, objects, and things that I get to kind of try to express in a two-dimensional image, which is really awesome. So there's this creativity, like magic aspect of it.
Yeah. Your stuff is awesome. And that's the thing about it that is obviously shines through, because you're doing all different types of photography, or you have done. And it doesn't matter whether someone's looking at images from when you've done those music festivals to whether you were shooting like clothing for that magazine back in the day. I mean, it's all beautiful. So you do a really great job with that. A lot of the people watching here are also business owners, many people starting out and wondering, how do you even get from point A to point B? So if you look back over the years and all the things that you've done to promote your business, which I think is one of the hardest things for people to do, is like that disconnect between doing what you love and the financial freedom aspect of it. So that promotion piece is so tough. What was one thing that you've implemented from a marketing strategy or a promotional strategy that had a great impact on the growth of your business?
I would say probably the most important thing would be consistency and being allured by it, like not like getting bored with the process. Mm-hmm. So like consistent in sharing my message, who I serve, what I'm serving, and doing that in a kind of like playful and fun way that like not only draws in people that like are attracted to me as a person, but to my imagery.
Sure.
Because it's kind of all related to one another.
Cool. Awesome. What about in terms of like maybe mistakes that you made or challenges that you encountered or whatever? You're laughing like, there weren't that many. Come on.
I had some of those,
We all do. But yeah, if you could go back to like your younger self and just looking where you are now and everything you've learned along the way, either something you would have done different or a piece of advice you'd give yourself.
I would say don't get caught up in the mistakes. So like if you have a mistake, great, accept it. Now move on.
Yeah.
Like there's going to be plenty of mistakes in the business. There's going to be plenty of things that you're like, oh, I wish I did it that way, or I should have done it that way, or why didn't I take that photo? Like, oh gosh. And that can be like debilitating.
Yep.
And then you're not moving forward, which is the whole point of business, to continuously move forward, grow, change, and whatever that looks like.
Yeah. There's a saying like fail forward, I think it is. So everybody fails. It's moving forward beyond that really differentiates the winners from the losers. And I mean, they talk about like how many shots Michael Jordan missed. It has a lot to do with how many he made. It's about how many shots you take. So just keep on going, keep plugging away, and the more you fail, the more you'll succeed, because if you fail and quit, then it's all over anyway, right? So yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So where is Britt Nemeth and Britt Nemeth Photography headed? What do we see in the future? What do you have in store for us? We're waiting. We're all waiting.
Well, it can go so many different ways, but I do imagine Britt Nemeth Photography not only being Colorado-based, but Maui-based. And it kind of is that.
Maui like Hawaii?
Maui as in Hawaii.
Oh, if you need an assistant.
Yes, I'll have you right out there.
Mortgage. I'm coming to Hawaii.
And basically like adding an element of travel, which I love.
Yeah.
Into where I'm shooting, because everyone's brand might not be Colorado. It might not be the beach. So I'll go to Iceland. Wherever you want me to go, I'll be there. So if we need lions and stuff, let's go to Africa.
Perfect. Sweet.
I'll meet your sister there.
I could be a really good assistant, I'm very useful, as it turns out. So if you ever need somebody,
And JoJo will make us all smile. So.
Perfect. I'll bring her. We'll carry your stuff. It'll be awesome.
Works
it's a
for
win-win for everybody. Okay, cool. All right. So last question for everybody wanting to get in touch with you. Cell phone or phone number or whatever, website, email. What's the best way to reach you, Britt?
So I still have a Philly cell phone. It's 215-378-0432. And my email is brittnemeth@gmail.com. So brittnemeth@gmail.com.
Okay. You want to try the website one more time?
And the website, it's brittnemethphoto.com.
Okay, perfect.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, thanks for being here. Thanks for being awesome. Thanks for all the beautiful images I have hanging on my walls that you shot. And you're just amazing all around. So
thank you.
Congrats on your huge success.
Thank you.
Yeah. If you've loved meeting my tribe and getting to know their stories, subscribe to my YouTube channel so you never miss an episode. And if there's anything else you'd like to know about these individuals or anyone else you'd like to meet, let me know in the comments below. For more information, you can find me on Facebook or check out pursuingfreedom.co.